This segment is brought to you by A.J. Doman Chevrolet. We say yes when others say no.
Everybody, welcome back to Bayou Time. Harry McCullough here. Got a lot going on this time of year. We got holidays, we got kids out of school, we got proms, we got weather, we got all kind of stuff. And it's always important to rethinking about getting out on the roads and being safe while you're doing traveling. Here to talk about is Tia Larvadane. Thanks so much. You're with Troop C, a public information officer. So we appreciate it. Look, as always, you got to be safe on the road at all times, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Not just holidays and all, but
no.
But there's a lot going on, and we will also talk about how you guys are actually greeting with some of the students as they come to the end of the year. But let's start about holiday traffic. Just basic. Be careful. Right?
Yeah, like you said, holiday travel. Traffic is gonna pick up on the roadways, but we just want everyone to be safe in doing so, and that starts before the car even starts moving. Louisiana law requires everyone, no matter what your seating position is in the vehicle, to be buckled in. So that's step one. Just buckle up, everybody in the road, and as you travel to your destination, you want to limit those distractions. Really focus on the roadway, especially in those high traffic areas, to make sure that everyone gets to their destination as safely as possible and back home. Any event that anyone is going to get behind the wheel, we want to make sure that there's a sober driver, not even a buzz driver. Buzz driving is drunk driving. I mean, if you feel different, you drive different. So we want to make sure that everyone makes it home safely during this holiday season.
Yeah, particularly any kids going to school. I know the buses are popular. The buses are popular for those proms and that kind of stuff. But yeah, they should not be drinking.
Right. Should not according to law. They should not be drinking. Getting behind the wheel of the car.
Yeah, and in this time of year, as we talk about holidays, we're talking about getting out on the water again, right? Boats, trailers may be first time on the road again, so make sure all that's safe and secure before you get on the road.
All of that, and then especially the distractions, limited the distractions, and that's not just cell phone distractions. That could be in the vehicle, that could be a dog, a pet, a kid in the back seat. Just make sure you have your 100% attention on the roadways and paying attention to what's going on the road.
Yeah, right. So, look, this is a good opportunity for you guys to also get together with students. So, past couple of weeks, Troop C's been going to the schools. Tell me about those programs.
So, the yearly LEAP and benchmark testing that the schools have been doing, we went to some Troop C troopers. We went and welcomed a couple of those students, a couple of those schools for their LEAP testing and their benchmark testing, welcoming them with high fives, good lucks, making sure they start their day on a positive note. To see, it's not often that kids that age get to see state police.
Right.
So to welcome them with high fives and good lucks on their test to start the morning was a good thing for our troopers.
Yeah, really good. And like I say, good connections. Caldwell Middle, Coteau, Bayou Blue Elementary, Village East Elementary, all getting ready with their high five. So
we have Grand Caillou Elementary coming up in a couple of weeks. They're going to start their LEAP testing, and we'll be there to welcome them as well.
I got you. So what is the extravaganza for Easter?
So, yes, this past weekend, the crew of Aquarius, I believe it's a local Mardi Gras crew here in Houma.
Yeah,
they had their Easter extravaganza. There was a lot of kids, a lot of families involved. Kind of took the opportunity to provide them with some child seat safety. I mean, it's a kids event, Easter, same going along with holiday travel. Providing them some tips and the Louisiana law on child safety seats, whether that's kids in the back seat, forward facing, front facing, when they can move from the back seat to the front seat, just providing those families with that type of information, as well as interacting with the kids. Was able to give them some coloring books about the state of Louisiana and Louisiana law, as well as some stickers. So it was a good interaction with the community.
Right. And price of eggs nowadays too. You got to watch it, right? So maybe a chocolate egg is cheaper than a regular egg. Hey, but look, I got grandkids. It's been a while since my kids were riding shotgun with me, and they were right in the middle with me in the car seat. But what are the rules now? How old do you have to be before you can turn it around in the back or before you can sit in the front?
So newborn to at least 2 years old, That's going to be your rear facing. Once they reach 2, they can turn forward facing. Now that's all dependent upon the size of the kid, the manufacturer recommendations of the seat. They can stay forward facing longer. It is a safe position for them. But in the event that they are 2 and the seat meets the requirements, they can turn around and they can be forward facing. And then it kind of just goes according to the child seat recommendations from that point on, when they can go from maybe a high back booster to a low booster. And then once they're out of that booster seat, to go from the back seat to the front seat, they have to be 13 years old. 13. So a lot of kids, they get anxious and they want to sit in the front seat, but that back seat is the safest place for them to be before they're 13 years old.
Wow. And look, like I say, things have changed. If somebody needs a little help figuring out the car seats to do it the right way, you guys have a program, right?
Yep. So every state police troop is actually a fitting station, including Troop C. If you swing by the troop, if there's a car seat technician there, they'll take a look at your seat, or you can make an appointment. Also at Terrebonne General Medical Center on Wednesdays, we're there. You can make it by appointment with them as well, to have someone look at your seat, make sure your kid's safely restrained, make sure there's no recalls on your seat, those type of things.
Yeah, look, there's no get backs on those kind of things,
No,
right? And
no.
you got to do it right, and it's done for a reason.
Right. We want the young passengers to be going down the road just as safely as possible.
All right, Tia. Well, appreciate it. Enjoy the Easter season, and stay safe on the highways.
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll be right back with more Bayou Time right after this.
This segment was brought to you by Terrebonne Ford, built Ford tough.